Good evening, one and all. I knew I was going to be late tonight. Yeah, 5 minutes late. Apologies, folks. I'm here now. I nearly didn't have a show tonight because I just thought so late, running on the drag, and I thought no, I'm going to have one. So better late than never. We'll leave it as that. I hope everybody's well on this pancake day. We didn't have pancakes this year. We normally do, but not this year. Everyone had pancakes? Crafty vape. Calm yourself down. What a stressful night. Stressful day. Anyway, let's say hello to a few people. Mick King, good evening to you. Hi to everyone. Hope everyone all well. Yeah, shall we just see if that goes? It does. Excellent. Yeah, to cop it all, just as I was about to start, it sent my face to, I don't know quite what was going on, but the table cam was where my face should be and vice versa. So, don't know now. Sorted it anyway, I hope. Thank you, YouTube. I'm now live. Yep. Kenny, 2023, good evening to you. Tis I, says, good evening to one and all. Praise be. Yep, good evening to you, Kenny. Mick King, I say, Craig, evening, Craig. Yeah, all right. The Norfolk time zone. Yeah, it must be it. Must be. Playing with fires. Yep. I've got one here still. Still got this one here, look. It's in front of me. The burner. Who else have we got here? Craig. Kieran, another vape channel. Good evening to you. Hopefully catch the last half hour. So that's got rid of my question then. Fancy joining me? Jim Mills, good evening, Jim. Put that on the screen, you can all see it. Tetley, evening Tetley. And Rick, evening Rick. With your new acquisition, what was it, Jackapoo, wasn't it? Lovely. Tina's heart absolutely melted when she saw a picture of that. Lovely looking dog. Adrian, I think. Did I say Adrian? If not, I've said it now. Daniel, evening Daniel. Spanner number 2. Well, spanner number 1 really, but he's on second. That's what I mean. Daniel does a lot of work behind the scenes, and a lot of people probably don't realise that, but he does. So I think he deserves a shout for that. Very helpful fella. Those of you in the group will know he's normally the first to come and say something or answer a question if he can, so it's good. James, mouth to lung, good evening to you. Mark is still in his swimming pool. Yeah, I wish. What swimming pool would that be? I did actually have a look at my neighbour's swimming pool. I was looking, what was I looking for? Oh yeah, trying to do my, like an energy switch, and apparently my address is wrong on the national statistics or something. So it's got to be changed. So, and it showed me a Google map, and I saw my neighbour, and I thought, God, his swimming pool's the size of my house and grounds. I thought, Christ. Yeah, very wealthy man. So yeah, I'm not in my swimming pool, but I might have a crafty dip in his in the summer. He wouldn't mind, would he? Who else have we got? Kenny, I've said. Great, I've said Gary Tucker. Not sure, I don't think I said Gary. Evening to you, Gary. Lynn Smith, another spanner. Evening, Lynn. Hope you're well. Gary, I've said. Tim Rice. Evening, Tim. What does that say? Evening, Mark. Haven't seen a live show for ages. Sort of out of touch with the vape scene these days. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're doing all right, aren't we? The show isn't as regular as it used to be. The inflow of new things isn't as much as it used to be, so there's probably a bit less to talk about. But this is more of a, a general chat that you might have sitting in a bar. I've just got no alcohol. I have the juice. Honestly, there's nothing in it. Who else have we got? Who else? Pulled and Boyd and Paul. James have said. Oh, not nice. I've had a tooth out today. Not meant to vape for 3 days. How am I not meant to vape? Matafina, devastated. What I did, James, I didn't leave it 3 days. Because you can get a dry socket, what they call a dry socket if you smoke, especially smoke, when you've had a tooth out. So what I tended to do is like slip a stream of vape. So you're not like holding it in your mouth. You're just, so at least you're getting something. That's what I did. So not what I'm saying you should, but that's what I did. But I hope that heals nicely, because it's not nice having a tooth out. Albert, evening Albert. Tony Laura. Evening fellas, prefer waffles. Don't know what that means, no idea, but evening to you, Tony. Mark Trigwell, good evening. And is there anyone else? Neil Pitts, evening Neil. Mark, I've said. Gary, I've said. Jim, I've said. Kevin Smith, evening Kevin. And Curly Chew, mustn't forget Curly Chew. Evening Curly Chew, nice to see you. Yeah, I guess that did sound kind of weird, didn't it, Rick? Yeah, it is what it's called. Loose airflow, no pulling on inhale. Rick, yeah, that's right. Yeah, like just push the button and breathe it in, so don't touch your teeth or the gum was where the tooth was. Anyway, so that's got through who's in chat. A very warm welcome to all of you. So what am I vaping on? Well, I'm still on this, what's it called? Arcana, isn't it? Nicer. I do like that. I don't know, anyone else in chat got one of these that struggle to just turn the juice flow off to fill it? It seems to almost get locked up, would you say? I suppose. But I found if you pull it and twist, it works better. Normally you'd think if I push down and twist, it'll go easier. But I found quite the opposite. Pull and twist. But when you first do it, you tend to unscrew the top cap, so you get like bits of juice on your fingers, and those that know me know I hate that. So once you get used to it, it's alright, but that's just one little thing that I've noticed since I've been using it. But in general, I mean, that is lovely, isn't it? I think it looks great on there, really nice. And I've got I can't remember what airflow pin it is now. It's not the one that comes with it, it's the one bit bigger. And I've just realised I've got too many airflow holes open for me. I'd normally have 2, so why has that gone on 3? It must have been when I filled it. No, it was on 3. I'm just boss-eyed. Sorry, it was on 2. So yeah, but nice, I'm enjoying it. Mark, really had to lube the O-rings and it's okay, some days at least. Yeah, it's just that, I don't know if I can do it now. Yeah, it's moved now. So let's put that on the table cam. Show everyone. Should we zoom in a bit? That'll do. God, I've got too much stuff sitting around here. Right. Here we are. So I have, the other thing is that there's no sort of notches in it, but what I do for mine is that emblem there, logo, whatever, when it's juices on, it's dead center. So that whoops, knocking everything everywhere. So because it's only been filled, well, it was filled this morning, late morning. It's actually not too bad. God, I'm knocking stuff everywhere. But you can see, has that moved? Yeah, I think that's now near enough dead central. Let's give it. Oh, there you go. No, see, it's tight. Done it off camera. Now it's centre. But yeah, that's the only thing. So interesting that other people have had the same. Right, I've just knocked the other vape device on the floor. God, I'm knocking the phone. Stuff everywhere. Right, let's turn that table cam off for a second. So that's my only thing with it. I mean, it's only a daily thing, isn't it? Once a day, really, pretty much. But there you go. Right, so what else have we got here? Yeah, so Mark said he had to lube the O-rings, and it's okay. I might try that, see if it's any better. Rick said he's got the same on my arc, so it's not just me then. And thank you, Mark. Yeah, the 1.4 airflow pin, thank you. Open both sides, I recall you saying. Yep, that's exactly what it was. 1.4. But I tried the one that came with it, and I just found it a little bit tight, so I went the next. I think 1.2 comes with it, doesn't it? So I went the next one up. Evening, Jaya. Craig, just vape with the tooth out. Ain't gonna do anything. I smoked all sorts back when I got all my pegs pulled out. No issues. Don't vape will. Well, I was different to you, Craig. I did get this dry socket. It's like an infection, and that is bloody horrible. It's worse than having the tooth out. And I had to go. I won't go into too much detail, but I had to go back and basically had to pull it, open it up again, flush it all, pack it with cotton. Oh, it was horrible. And the stink, oh, I can smell it now. Still in my memory. Horrible. Well, let's move on. Murray, good evening to you. Right, what else am I vaping on? Well, I'm still on my Easy Mod with the K-Fun X. That is the K-Fun X in there. Not the Ed X, I think it is anyway. It is very hard to tell, but yeah. To be fair, Craig, I'll just send you. Fair enough. To be fair though, that was in the days when I was smoking, not vaping, so a long time ago. But yeah, it was horrible. Wouldn't want that again, I can assure you. Right. Lastly, what I'm vaping on. One or two of you in the group know that I'm vaping on this and know that I am quite taken with it. It is the Orion 2. It's the 2, isn't it? Yeah, version 2, the Orion. By LVE. It used to be called Lost Vape, of course, but they rebranded or renamed, I think. Basically, for those that don't know, stock coil, which normally I don't like stock coils, as you all know. But these were actually alright. I didn't get that funky taste that you often get with a stock coil, so really big sort of plus for that one. An airflow that actually works, so big plus for that one. And I also think, it's quite aesthetically pleasing. Let's do the old table cam again. Might be too close now, but yeah, there you go. You can see it. It's come up nice. So, decent sized pod. We won't elaborate too much into that. So, that just comes off. You get 2 pods in the kit. A good size, unscrew that there to fill your juice, and there's a good size hole to fill up, not one of these little silicone bungs. So another plus point there. There's your wattage, USB-C charging, and yeah, that's it. And the panels, which I haven't managed to drop or damage yet. And I've used this. How many puffs have I had on this? Why doesn't it tell me? It's because it's It'll go back into settings mode in a minute, I reckon. It says here 23. I know I've had more than that. I've probably gone round the clock. No, it is. That's reset. That's weird. Either that or I've reset the puff counter and didn't know, because literally I've had this on the go for a lot. So, and the panels, see if I can remove one with my finger. You do actually get a little sucker to do that. That's the side. The panel comes with a nice proper magnet pad. That's proper wood as well, rather than just 4 little magnets, and sits on there and doesn't move. So yeah, I think it's really well made. And there's another set of panels here that I was actually given. You can have a look at those. I can't remember what wooden panels those ones are now. There's a few to choose from. These are I call them carbon fibre on the site, I think, but it's basically the carbon that's, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not the forged, the other one. Tear right on my head. So take that off. And I think 1 or 2 of you in chat have got one of these, and it'd be interesting to see if you agree with me. So I think the airflow works, which bobbing, you know, normally for a mouth to lung, these things are a bit hit and miss. Does actually work, and the flavour's good. That's what I think. Perfect little travelling companion. Lovely, that one. Flat cap, good evening to you. So, what's everyone been saying? Oh, it's already. I've gone back in. I don't know, my chat went down further than I thought. Where are we? That's it. I've caught up. What's Rick put? The danger is the blood clot pulling out, exposing jawbone or nerve. Yeah. Let's move on from teeth. Daniel didn't stop once. Yeah, Daniel's lost his tufts. Vape up nostril instead. There you go, Tetley. There you go. What a way. Look a bit odd at the bus stop, wouldn't you? Oh, he snorted. Adrian. I'm still disappointed that no UK store sells the Arcana 22, especially as one company sells Dicode's Tube Mod. Yeah, I don't think they'd probably supply me, Adrian. I haven't asked, but I don't think they would. But like you, I think, you know, it is a bit disappointing. I think someone should stock it. I think it'd be, you know, there's quite a few of us that have ordered it that I know of, you know, from overseas, and to pay, I can't remember what the shipping was now, 20 odd quid. I think, you know, it'd be quite nice if someone in the UK sold it, but yeah, so I agree. Mark, I've been so tempted by the Orion aesthetically, but do I need a pod? And is the mouth to lung tight enough? E.g. 1.2ish. Well, I believe it is. You can see on this one, that's where I've got the airflow set up. It's the same both sides. So you've just got the slit showing. Now that's quite... That is like a 1.2. Let's go tighter. Trouble is, you do lose a bit of flavour tighter. Well, that's tight enough. Here we go. That is very tight, but that's too tight for me. So yeah, the airflow does actually work. Open that up a bit. You just got to just move it slightly to get it how you want it. That'll do. 0.8 ohm coil, so, and it, you know, it just works. The flavour's good inside there. For incidentally, I am loving this stuff. I got sent 2 bottles of each flavour. This is the strawberry biscuit, and as you can see, that bottle's gone. And I'd keep the other bottle to pass on to someone else, but I've filled up the other bottle as well. But it is on order, and it shouldn't be too long before it's here. So when it arrives, you know, that they'll be on the site. But anyone who's got a sweet tooth that likes sort of shortbread with a strawberry hint in it, oof, you're in for a treat, because it's lovely. I've got a sweet tooth. So we'll see what other people in chat have said. Mark, that might confirm or deny your thoughts of buying one. So we'll see. Grateful Ant, good evening to you. I think Daniel was in the same boat. We had a chat about it, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I really do. I need one, you know, that sort of thing." Yeah, sorry, Flag. I saw your comment after that. Evening to you. Just popping in for 10. Hope all is well with you. It's been a long while. Has been a long while. Very long while. So nice to see you pop in chat. Thank you. Flat cappy. Yeah, exactly. Rick. What's Rick put? Mark. Trigger Orion with 0.8 ohm coil at 12 watts and close airflow down. It's a great vape. So there you go. There's one comment for it. Thanks, Rick. Mark, Adrian, try the Vaping Gentleman's Club. Italy arrived. Yeah, mine. To be fair, that's where I got mine from, Mark. And mine arrived in 2 days as well, which you can't fault them for that. It's brilliant service. But I think the shipping was around 20 odd quid. So it's just a bit more really, but you know, at least it means that they're obtainable. You know, there's a lot of these RTAs like that. You think, well, I'd love to buy one, but I can't. So, but at least they are obtainable and available, or they were the last time I saw anyway. Yeah, so I mean, Mark True was saying, Rick, thank you. Yeah, it's hard for me to say to anyone, oh, you got to buy one of these. I would never do that. All I can do is point out what I think, and as a lot of you know, that I don't tend to stock anything on the site unless I try it and like it. So, you know, as soon as I tried these, I was on it, you know, to get them in. So, very good. Tina's got one as well, and she's... Which is the one she's... Oh, of course, she's pinched it as well. Tina they do an apple flavour, and most people make a royal job and mess an apple up. Very rare do I taste an apple e-liquid that's nice, but it is very nice. And Tina's on her second bottle of that. So yeah, we're both enjoying it. Where are we? Adrian. And the postage, etc. I'm also worried about starting an expensive rabbit hole with all missing RTAs. Yeah, that is true. And there's some, you know, I only bought the RTA to try it. But of course there's spare glass, there's, you know, all the spares that go with it. By the time you know what you do and you think, God, I spent a lot of money. That's very good. Don't put Heisenberg in the Orion. It'll blow your bulb or something. Oh, blow your bloody head off. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors. Intense flavour, yeah. I haven't tried it with Heisenberg, Rick. I haven't vaped Heisenberg for yonks, but yeah, I haven't. Corey, evening to you. Hi Mark, so on the fence with trying the Orion or any device like it. Every time I get an RTA, I'm disappointed and go back to my single coil squonk setups. I want to like them. I think that's a very good point as well, Corey, that, you know, I've had the same. I have things arrive, and in fact I threw a load away the other day, but I have things arrive and I just think, Yeah, great. Throw it away. You know, they are a disappointment. And when you spend your 40, 50, 60, 70 quid and it's not as good as you thought it was going to be, you know, it is a disappointment. You think, oh, I wasted more money. I fell for it again. It's that sort of feeling, isn't it? But, you know, all I can do is assure you that I don't think you probably would feel like that with the Orion. It is very good. I'm going to do a review of it as well. And it's also nice. I don't know how they got away with the. I think the next batch are going to have some sort of silicon bung inside them. But for now, we are fortunate, put it that way. It's nice not to have to fill up every few seconds, isn't it? What's in this one? Oh, I know what that is. That's a pistachio one. That's what that is. Apathy Miller. Smash through that one, eh? Smash through? Don't know what that is. But evening to you, Apathy Miller. That's probably about the Heisenberg. Corey, nothing has as good a flavour as RDAs. No, and that's quite true. And I would say that about even this as well. That I wouldn't say it'll ever replace your favourite RTA, RDA for flavour. But what it is if you take your dog for a walk, go to the coast, go wherever for a few days, and it's got a 15 milliamp battery as well, so it will last you all day. And obviously the amount of juice is okay as well. So if you want to just use it as a pocket device, and if you do lose it, you're not absolutely gutted, which you would be if you lost something like that. You know, left it behind on a bar after too many of your favourite frothy bevies. But you know, it is, and it's pocket friendly. It's quite small to go in your pocket. So there you go. I know, but I've still not given up hope after vaping the last 8 years. And also as well, what, you know, it's horses for courses. What I think is really good and I like, you might not. You might think, no, doesn't suit me. So only you can decide, really. What's Kenny put? Corey, if you're using single coil cloud chuckers, then using mouth to lung RTOs, they're totally different vape experience. Yeah, I mean it depends obviously on your airflow and things like that as well, doesn't it? How you like the vape. Apathy Miller, 9 years. He'll have given up 9 years. How long have I been giving up now? When did I start Naturevape even? 2014, wasn't it? Yeah, 2014. So I've even had a vape shop for 8-9 years, whatever. Craig, when's Federico coming back on? Get him on again. Good guy. Knits King's Sons. Yeah, he will come back on again. I might ask him actually to come back on when I get these bad boys in. And get him to explain the rationale of doing a flavour that isn't a naturally extracted tobacco. I think that might be quite a good little visit. That would be good. What's this one, Adrian? The SX V1 rod looks interesting for a pod size dot tank. I haven't seen that. Adrian. Adrian always finds these things, doesn't he? And Kenny, single coil RDTA is the way forward, Corey. Kumo RDTA, perfect little middle ground. Other RDTAs and opinions are available. Absolutely. Yeah, I thought I'd die a smoker. Yeah, I was a heavy smoker. 40 Bensons at one point a day was my lot, and then I went to roll-ups to try and cut down and give up, and ended up enjoying them even more. So yeah, difficult one. But yeah, well done to you. 9 years, that's cracking. There's a lot now, it leads me on to probably another topic. There's a lot of talk in the news at the minute about these disposables, isn't there, and banning them. I don't quite know what the latest is. I think they will ban them, to be fair. But I had a chat with a guy today, I won't mention his name, but he was quite upset because he found his 13-year-old son had been vaping 20 milligram salts, and he found out because basically his son had been sick and wondered why, and he was all out of sorts, and I think he'd overnicked himself. Yeah, he's quite annoyed, quite more than quite annoyed, very annoyed. And he bought, his boy and his schoolmates were all buying them from the local shop, the local corner shop. And it seems that some of these shops will just supply anyone. They don't care. And that's why I think where we regulate this business is better, isn't it? I mean, the promotion as well. Who's it going on about the promotion of some of the e-liquids attracting children, you know, because they've got Donald Duck or what, Donald Duck, but you know what I mean, like a cartoon on the label. And I've always said that I don't think they should. I mean, if you like, lead by example. Does that attract children? I don't think so. You know, it's a very plain, straightforward label, and I don't think like the La Tabaccaria one does either. That's not a children's label, is it? But some of them really are. Some of them really look appealing to kids, and I always knew that this was going to be the downfall of vaping. It was going to vaping. We're our own worst enemies, aren't we? Vaping could have been something that we could have kept, enjoyed, keep it sensible, keep it, you know, respectful. Don't go blowing clouds over everyone at a bus stop, and everyone will leave you alone. But as usual, we haven't done that, have we? As an industry, we've come out with disposables, put them in every corner shop. They get chucked on the pavement. They're all over the place. Young kids vape them, and we wonder why new restrictions and legislation comes into place. Hardly surprising, isn't it? Really, but there you go. Ian and Rufus, a very warm welcome to you. How are you? Well, perhaps you should then be a reviewer. That'd be quite funny, really, wouldn't it? No, this is shit. It's not a dripper. You don't want to buy this. That'd be quite amusing. The dripper reviewer. Where else have we got? Kenny, creme de vape maybe. I don't know what that's for. Probably selling the Arcana. Yeah, well, I mean, Steve, SR Vapes, he has things like Husser, doesn't he? One or two bits and bobs that other people haven't got. So he's well respected, I think. Certainly by me. I live dangerously. I drip and drive. I wonder what the law is on that. So you can't pick your phone up, but you can drip. Steering with your knees, are you? I've never, of course, done that. Ever. Mark, Heisenberg is a tank killer. Can never get rid of that smell from the tank. No, that's a very good point. You really can't. Once that's gone in there, you never seem to get rid of it, do you? And that's why, really, if I've got even an RTA that I like, I tend to use the same flavour in it pretty much, because I don't want to taste other flavours. Like I used to have the blackcurrant raspberry and lime, which I will go back to one day because, you know, it was my favourite, and I only really stopped that because I got so heavily into the Virginias and things, which I've got in here as a Virginia. But when I tried the Virginia in my RTA, even though what I thought quite thoroughly cleaned it, I could still taste a bit of the lime or black. It still tasted like I'm getting that. I'm still getting it. So yeah. And I'm not trying to do a sales pitch on you, but that can be the advantage for these. That I've got tobacco in this one, Virginia, in here, and I've got the strawberry in this one, the one that's on the go. So you can at least with these pods like separate your flavours if you like to, and it's obviously quite easy. Unclick one, click the next one on, and there you go. You're now vaping your tobacco. Your Virginia. And in that one I didn't actually even put the 4-pod one in there, just the normal extracted Virginia, and the coil didn't do bad. That is now the second coil, I'm going to be honest, but I think the first one lasted about 3 or 4 days, which, you know, when you're vaping naturally extracted tobacco, you'd expect it to kill that coil quite quick, really. Rick, what's Rick put? What build do you use in your X Mark? I use my 28+38, one of these here, and you won't be able to see the tin because of the silly green screen. Hang on. I use those coils there inside it, the 28+38 gauge. Our most popular coil by far, to be honest. Little Clapton coil. Show it to you actually. Dear little coils, where are they? There you go. There they are. Three in there, but 2 are sort of stuck to the side. So that's what I use. And I mean, this has been, I've loved this as an RTO as well lately. Right, Corey, what's Corey put? Something to be said for how small it is on the road, for sure. Yeah, and it's just, for me, it's like I say, I'd never replace an RTA, but you know, as a lot of you know, I've got a second job, and using it for that, it just shove it in your pocket. It's been ideal, to be honest. It really has been ideal for that. Rick, you get a spare pod. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you get two pods. But the bizarre thing is, in the box that it comes in, which I've got, you're allowed to show the bloody box. You've got this funky sleeve as well, weird sleeve with like lines going down it. I better not show too much of the box, had I? Get in trouble. Nice manual there. So there you go. There's the box that everything comes in. You basically get your USB-C cable in here. I think there's something else. I didn't actually even look because I thought, yeah, that's just a. Oh yeah, and your little sucker to suck the panels off the side rather than use your nail like I did, and a USB-C cable and 2 coils. But I don't understand why they put, basically the blue coils are 0.8 and the red are 0.4, and they give you 2 of the 0.4 ohm coils and no 0.8s, which is a bit odd, I think. And obviously the spare pod is in there. So yeah, sorry I didn't explain that very well, did I, on the first one, but thank you, Rick, for pointing that out. And even more spare pods are available as well. You can buy extras. So if you like. 3 flavours, that can be done. Oh, let's move forward a bit. Kenny, Corey, I have to admit, let's put that on the screen, I haven't read it all yet. One day I'll make a mistake putting them on without reading them. I have to admit, I enjoy an RDA and Squonk as well. Some people just like RDAs, some people prefer mouth to lung, although people in here can get great flavour mixing even mouth to lung juice. Yep, that's right. And Rufus cracked a squonk mod out last week. First time in a while. I haven't squonked for months and months and months. I've still got one here. What was it? God, that looks a state now, doesn't it? Well, you wouldn't know. You can't see it, but it does. I can't remember what it's called. That's got the little DNA 60 chip in it. Can't for the life of me remember what it's called there. Mark Trigwell, I hear the Orion is quite heavy for its size. Sign of, yes, it is heavy actually. Sign of good build quality though, I suppose. Yeah, it depends what they make the frame out of, but yeah, it is heavy. I'm not going to lie. It is. You couldn't say it's light because it's not. I was actually surprised how heavy it was. I was going to compare it to a billet box, but I can't actually see my billet box for some reason. Don't know, but yeah, it is. So actually compared, I'd say it's not actually far off the same weight as that, and that's got an 18650 battery in that, and an RTA. I wouldn't say it's far off, maybe a little bit lighter than that, but not much. And Corey, the new Empire Squonk from Groom Green and Vapors Cloud is a great little device. Yeah, it looks nice. It does look nice. I've seen that. Pulse V3 coming. I'm sure I heard. I may have dreamed it, says Kenny. Yeah, I think I heard that as well, to be fair. So I don't think you did dream it. Yeah, if you have an Empire, you don't need RTAs. Adrian is back with his SX V1, not V1. Only pre-order at the moment, but it's 30-watt limit and only had a 1000 mAh battery, but nicely sized. Right, so that's less. This one's got a 1500 mAh battery, I think, but I can't remember. Oh, it's locked. You can lock the buttons as well, which I did do. Just to stop it, like changing it. We've all done it, haven't we? It's in your pocket, the wattage has gone up to 60 watts and you knacker a coil. So I've locked it. It's quite easy to lock. I think it's fire button and down button, I think. Or is it fire and up? Yeah, it's fire and up. Unlock. Right, let's see what the wattage is. That goes up to 20 watts. I thought it was more than that, 20. So let's lock that 15 watts again before I mess it up. Or is it far and down to lock it then? Nope. I can't lock it now. Why done that with a lock now? Do you press them together? No. I'll do it later. You don't need to see the top of my head for long, do you? Right, there you go. Did he make him vape it all? I don't know what Rufus meant on that. Corey agreed. A cabinet full of RTAs, starting with the Griffin, so many paperweights. Haven't we all? Every now and again, you know, I have a clear out. I did one the other day, and the stuff that the clear out before, I thought, no, I'm not getting rid of that. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. The next clear out, you think, do you know what? I haven't touched it. I haven't used it. Clear it. Get rid of it. But there's some old stuff. It's a shame we can't do something a bit better with it. Like, even, I'd rather just pass it on to someone so they get some use out of it. The trouble is, when you got, I'm sometimes not very good at keeping boxes. So you've got an RTA, you've got the airflow pin from what I like, and I don't know where the rest are, and don't know where the spare O-rings are, and you just say, oh, do you know what? No one's going to want that, and you bin it. But I don't think my chat is seeing everything, because those labels are excellent. I don't think goes to anything that I've put there, but anyway. Oh, he's probably talking about Corey's probably talking about the labels on the juice bottles and things that I mentioned earlier. Apathy Miller, from what I've seen, it's mainly convenient stroke gas stations, though typically not vape. No, I agree with you. I think in the main it is. I don't think it's vape shops. I think they've got a bit more about them, a bit more aware. But yeah, I do. I think it's petrol stations, convenience stores, things like that, market stores. People who just show me the money, and they'll sell anything, won't they? Some of them. So I was reading that first from Kenny. I'm not sure I understand it now. I've read it twice. I have a mix of the lot I use, about 3 things consistently, many of which are old. All right. So I think he's got a lot of stuff, but there's mainly 3 that he uses out of all of them. I think that's what you meant, Kenny. I think so. Laid Back Vape Show. Good evening to you. Evening, Mark, and all in chat. We're quite laid back, aren't we? Quite laid back. Talking about, I've got a new back screen. I didn't actually realise I could do this till earlier when I was messing about. Is this the right one? So I could go all Naturevape, look. Just put the thumbnail on. Go back to bricks, shall we? Back to bricks. There you go. So shows this all not real. It's all false, everyone. Rufus, talking of e-liquid aimed at kids, I'm in Denmark at the moment, and shit you not, I saw SpongeBob SquarePants champagne in a shop here. Really, wow. Mind you, what is for kids now? Even the Oompa Loompas are gender neutral or something. Isn't that right on the news last night? Oh dear, just lock me in a room now. I couldn't believe my ears last night. I really couldn't. Right, next week's video: how to remove that rubber bung from the new Orion. Yeah, probably right, Kenny. Probably right. But as we speak at the moment, we don't need to. Right, so Corey says he'd grab a Pulse V3 from when it comes out. Yep. And was Gary said disposables should have been NHS prescription only. Cheap for NHS, a great start for makers, but no. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. So there you go. That'll help you stop smoking, and from there on in you can go and buy something a little bit more permanent. That would have been a good idea. Actually, that would have been. Yeah, but no, we didn't do that, did we? We messed it up royally. Craig, I couldn't agree more. Ban them, get rid of them. The other night, was it last night? It was last night. Good evening to you. I'm Ahmad. Evening to you. I think it was last night. We were talking. Rick has got his new Jackapoo, and we were trying to think of a name for it. In our group chat, we talk about all sorts of very intellectual things in our group chat. Rick, if you're still in chat, did you decide on a name? Don't know if we ever got as far as deciding on one that you're going to call the little fella. He's a lovely chap. Yeah, really nice. What's Kenny put there? Plus, if you give away, say, 7 a day, then when that week was over, you return the empties. Yeah, return the empties. Like, yeah, definitely. That would have been good as well. Can't have a new one unless you bring the old one back. And if you don't bring the old one back, you got to pay extra money or something. That would have been good. Should have been done. Apathy. Honey Drew is really bad at staying around in an atty. What's Cheech about? Eating Cheech? I said Cheech. Oh, that does it. God. Why can't you just come under your own name? It'd be so much easier. Sorry, I'm 10 minutes behind Kenny. That's nothing, Kenny. I'm usually far further behind than that. I'm usually a good half hour. Good half hour. Mark, what's Mark put there? Stoked about the Basma and Pilato being added to the Latibaccaria range. Yeah, plus the original. Yeah, so am I. I'm looking forward to them, Mark, as well. So, yeah, I could not have them, could I? They weren't available when I put my original order in, but they are now. I asked for them and they're coming. So, yeah, really chuffed with Latibaccaria. They're looking after me well, and in turn that means I look after all you guys well. So, you know, I think that's what it's all about. Very good company. And Craig said, yeah, Nathan loves them Claptons. Yeah, he does. He uses my Claptons. He likes them as well, doesn't he? I had a chat with a guy today, and he said, would you recommend Claptons for a mouth to lung or just round wire? And it depends what you like, really. But for me, as I explained, that the Clapton kind of acts as a little bit of a wick as well as the cotton. So you get a little bit more of that crackle, which is I like. But if you don't like the crackle, then, and you just want a quieter, smoother vape, or smoother, is that the right word? Quieter, or less noisy, maybe less aggressive, slightly. Vape, then your round wire's the way to go. So if it annoys your missus when you're sitting there, go for a round wire. If she's vaping with you, go for a Clapton. There you go. Peachy. Those Claptons are great. I ordered a large number of time ago and they're always rock. Yeah, we sold tons and tons. So yeah, they're obviously I rate them, otherwise I wouldn't sell them. But Mike Haynes, evening to you. Hope you and yours are well. Yep, we're all good. We're all good. The odd thing in life that, see, mind of knowledge. Yeah, the odd thing in life that tests you, but in the main we're good. Thank you, Adrian. Cyclone Squonker. That's exactly what that was, the one I held up. See, he just knows, doesn't he? Hi, you awesome chat folk. I got in trouble with Siri earlier. He told me I wasn't nice, but I was actually quoting something that someone else said and he butted in. See, you can get in trouble. They're always listening to you, aren't they? All these devices, always listening to you. Alexa and all the rest of them. Even the Fire Stick, apparently, all listening to you. Big Brother's listening and watching you. A lot of hellos there going to Mike. Not long finished, right? Okay. No, that's right. Yeah, poor old Rick. No one had a bigger clear out than him. Rick, of course, got his gear all lifted along with a lot of other of his possessions. So, yeah, not a nice thing to have happen to you. And Mike says he loved what he saw on the show last night. That presumably is talking about Craig. Craig show. Craig. It was Craig and Kenny, isn't it? Craig and Kenny. Yeah, I missed it, to be honest. I always forget. In fact, I'm glad you reminded me. Can you, when you do that, Craig, is it every Monday? If it is, pop it in our group chat every now and again. I can give you a look. I always forget. I was merrily talking away about dog names last night, and I think you were having your show. So apologies for that. I didn't mean to do that at all. But glad one or two people are watching it and enjoying it, and I hope you're enjoying doing it. You know, it's quite nice at times. After a while, it can feel a bit like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it tonight. But then, and tonight was a bit like that. I was busy, late from work, rushed my tea down, thought, oh, do I need this tonight? But you actually get on here, and it's a bit of a chill pill. And I know, really, I'm just talking to a square screen. You know, but I know you guys are there and I'm reading your comments. But it is a bit of a chill pill sometimes. You get off and think, oh, I actually feel a bit better for that. You know, it's nice. Where are we? Thought you were oh, Craig Kenny. Yeah, it's Kenny. I thought it was. Thought you were very diplomatic on Saturday. I don't know what that's about. Oh, the dog's dreaming. Snort. Kids' labels on alcohol is fine. Yeah, thanks, Craig. Mark, the Aspire Nico is damn good tank. It's never let me down. Great for taking to work daily. Yeah, that's I love the Nico. I think it's a really good little RTA. The only thing, I think what they did is when they assembled them, they put them together when they're still warm, and to get the thing undone when you first get it can be an absolute bugger. But once it has been undone, it's usually okay. So, but that's the only thing. All right. Well, you've been sarcastic there, then, Mike. Was he not very diplomatic? What have I missed? I saw a little bit of hoobaloo going on the other night. With different shows and things. I thought, here we are. We're off again. We're off. I just thought I'd better read that comment first from Kevin. I didn't know what was going to be said. And Sean Palgrave, evening to you. Ah, right, okay. Rick's still battling with names with his wife and his daughter. Yeah, I knew what you mean, battling underneath. I read between the lines. Oh, right, so nothing's been decided yet. Do you still want Winston to come up on the screen, Rick, so you can see your Jackapoo can see him and have a reaction? If you do, I'll move my glass. My keyboard speaks Shibogan. I like that one, that was good. And yeah, we were trying to think of a name. Who was it who came up with a, don't call it Latterback? What was it? Latakia. Don't call it Latakia or it'll bite you or something. I thought that was very witty, very good. It might Latakia. That's it. By the way, Craig Kenny, appreciate your kind words on Saturday, Tarbara. I don't know what that was about again, but there you go. I'll put the message on the screen. Oh, I bet on Wales to win by 12 points. Have Wales haven't won any rugby, have they? I'll shut up before I upset all the Welsh people in chat. We might not even turn up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's funny how they go through, you know, good spells and bad spells, isn't it? You know, and England are no different, and none of them are. But at the minute, Scotland are on fire, aren't they? They're well good at the minute. They look quite hard for anyone to beat, in my opinion. Thank you, Daniel. You diverse thing, you. There we go. Little plug for Craig. Boom. A little plug for you, Craig. You can put the link in chat if you want to the channel. I don't mind, not a problem. Why we're playing Rufus, why we're playing Wales this year, we don't show up anyway. Yeah, it's a bit like that, but there you go. That can all change, only takes a bit of inspiration, doesn't it? What is the best way to clean a natty? I vape certain liquid and it looks like the flavour is sticking. Yeah, well, I mean, I use sodium percarbonate. That's what I use. Not bicarbonate, percarbonate. Little white balls they are. And hot water, and it does sort of fizz and get the main of it off. But that's just what I use. You know, there's other options. Anyone got a good bit of kit in chat that they can tell them about how they clean theirs? It's a good laugh and gives people something to do if there ain't nothing on. Ask Kenny about the show. Yep. Boom. Put that on chat there. Rufus says he's going to tune in. I did notice a bit more language on that show than mine. I'm only pulling your leg. Nice one, Rufus. I thought you were taking the piss about having a show. No, it is a thing. Oh, right, okay, the pup's arriving on Saturday. I thought you'd already got it. Of course, I remember now, you showed it on... The other guy was showing it on the sofa. Well, when you get it, we'll have to show everyone a picture. He is such a cutie. Such a cutie. Rufus, Winston. Who wants to say Winston before we go? What's time anyway? Yep, I think we might even crack off a bit early again tonight because like I say, I was late. I haven't done my emails, nothing yet, so I'll have to do that. What's Daniel put here? Mark will let you know. Think it's called sodium. No, it's not perchlorate. It's percarbonate. A little in hot water and drop. Take in your tank. I'll do it for a few seconds. Rinse well. Really does work. It's very good stuff. Like I say, hot water. Just a teaspoonful of it. Hot water on top. Drop all the bits of your RTA in. And even where where you get like the brown staining around the deck. You haven't got to even scrub it, wipe it or anything. You pull the deck out and you just think it was just like gleaming brand new. And they also use that stuff for fish ponds to get rid of algae. So if it doesn't hurt fish gills, my guess is it won't hurt us because their gills are far more sensitive than we are. So that was my theory anyway. It works well. I did a little video on it actually. If you trawl through my YouTube channel, it's something like clean your tank the easy way or something, or clean your RTA the easy way, something like that, but it's on there. Oh, you see, I've perked up the Scottish now. They're actually good at something. Rugby. Who'd have thought? Knock them down again. I am, of course, only joking. No, not a spanner, can't put in a link. Oh, okay. Well, if Daniel can find it, I don't know if you can find it or not. Daniel, you can put it in. You're a spanner, if you wouldn't mind. I could have a look through, because I'm sure I'll subscribe, so I could have a look through mine. But if not, we'll get it ready for next week. We'll put it in for you, Craig. Chewing the Fat with Craig and Kenny. Yeah, there you go, Daniel. Craig and Kenny show us far more professional than ours on a Monday. It was stressful last night. They're good guys. They're above the clouds. Ian and Ian, I hope you're well. I use a great cleaner. It's called the wife. Yeah. She'd love to hear you say that. If you can hear us, Kevin Smith's wife, he's been rude about you. He's got the volume up, his wife perks up. What's he on about? Got it. Thanks, Mark. Yep, jolly good. Try that. Works wonders. Brilliant stuff. Let us know how you get on. Rick, great show. Enjoyed listening. Thank you, Rick. I haven't gone quite yet, but I don't think we'll be quite till 10 tonight because I've just got all that stuff to do. Put that on there as well. My computer dies at least 5 times a show. Yeah, that's hard to know which PC to have. I know when I was first thinking of doing it, and even YouTube reviews, you think, what camera do I have? What PC do I have? And I actually think I pretty much got what I want, the setup I want, which, you know, is alright, but I'm a Mac person anyway, so, you know, it's a bit easier for me because there's not so much choice, but, you know, if you're not, then there's a whole world of choice, and cameras as well, and some cameras work better with some stuff, microphones, what microphone do you use, and this microphone I used to have. Just if anyone's interested, I don't use it anymore. I used to use this thing here, which is a Audio Technica USB microphone. That used to sit in front of me, but I was never happy with the sound from it, and I've now got the Rode. The little one, little square one, and it's been flawless, I have to say. So if you want any of you think they're doing a show or doing one, you're thinking, oh, I don't know what microphone to buy, that one is very, very good. Always just works, and well, how far am I? I'm 2 odd foot away from it, and it picks my voice up fine. You don't have to have it sitting here, you know. Anyway, moving on. And fighting, Mark, and fighting. I don't know what that means. No idea. Adrian, does sodium percarbonate damage painted tanks? I've never found it to do so, Adrian, or even O-rings. It's never done any damage to anything I've got. Famous last words. Someone will say, you idiot, you told me to use that, and all my paint flaked off. But no, not that I know of, Adrian. It just works. Good question, Adrian. Yeah, but not that I know of, Mark, again. So I think we're all right. Thank you, Daniel. Well, there you go. Thank you very much, Daniel. Appreciate that. See all this little bits of work Daniel does for me. Anyone else got a suggestion for a name for Rick's dog? We came up with, what was it? There's a few last night. Deefa dog. Dexter. What was another one? I like Dexter. I think Dexter's a nice name. There was quite an amusing one from Craig. That did make me laugh. Let's have a look, see what they were. I'll find them quick. Naturevape group. Otis was another one. Yeah, don't stroke him, he might attack you. That's quite a good one. That one. Burley was another one. Pick it up with Matafina and Virginia and travel back with Burley. Bramble. What else do we have? Charlie. Shorten it to Chaz. Toby. Milo. Desmond. Vic. And he's got another dog called Roo, so we thought call it Kanga. Kangaroo. Yeah, I think that's about it. But yeah, he's gorgeous. We'll have a proper picture of him when Rick picks him up. So there's the suggestion of names. Anyone can think of another one? Not all about me and Kenny. It's like a show within a show. Can't hear you, Mark. Yeah, thanks, Rufus. There was a time, Rufus, I might have fallen for that, but not anymore. Too seasoned. Mark, you can't go wrong with road gear. No, it's I don't know what the model is, can't see it. What it is, don't think it says from here, but it's the little square one, about yo big. Yeah, but it's really good, really good. Ian above the clip. Yeah, I did, didn't I, Ian? Mark kindly helped me out with the camera a while ago. He's a gent. We're all here to help each other where we can. Yeah, it was a Logitech camera, I think. I didn't use it, and someone else had it. Ian had a use for it, so off it went. Yeah, I didn't need it. I use camcorders now, which I just find. I don't know if you can see it from there. Will it reach? Yeah, nearly. No, I can't get it in. But I just use one of these little danglies, table cam, so I can just press this and we zoom in and zoom out. Just saves grabbing for a lens. Whoop, too much. There you go. Job done. That's what I use. I think camcorders, I don't know why more people don't use them, because they work with a, can't remember the name of the lead now, but it's a lead you have to have, but yeah, they work. Mark Trigwell, thank you for your time this evening. That's alright, not a problem at all. Craig says, bitch or dog? It's a dog. It's a boy dog. Wallace. That's a good name, Mike. Yeah, Wallace. Bramble. Yeah, I think we had Bramble. I think it was you, Mark. I think it was Mark's suggestion last night. Was Bramble, wasn't it? I think so. Dave. Or a mug. Oh, I see. That was a comment about Daniel, I think, earlier. Anyway, I'll go past that one. Acorn, Boris, Rick's dog, sir. Pepper, like Clarkson's cow. Yeah, I don't think you call it that, could you? Lad Doug. Rodney. Can you say that? Yeah, exactly. You Google that shit, Craig. Benji? Yeah, I had a dog called Benji. He was a border collie. Lovely dog. Thank you, Daniel. There you go. How's the share? Nice to see you, Mark. It's a raw show, mate. Yeah, thank you, Kenny. Right, okay. Well, I think, unless anyone else has got any other questions that they haven't asked, I think we'll call that a job. And 24 thumbs up. Don't we normally get more than that? Don't we normally? I'm sure we do. Who thought I'd end up begging in public for a thumbs up? Who thought that would ever be a thing? I don't really care. It's always nice, and it's supposed to help with these algorithm things, whether it does or not, I don't know. Craig, stocks. I haven't done any more with stocks because I'm still not sure. I know that Mike liked these stocks and wanted me to do something, but I haven't really made a firm decision on that yet. Obviously, I still do mine. Bought some more tonight, actually. Uranium Royalty. That's what I bought tonight. A few of them. They'd hit a price that I was happy with. There you go. There's top tip for you, Mike, for tonight. Uranium Royalty. It's probably crashed. Probably found out that there's no uranium in the mine. But no, I think that's a good one. I like that one. Royalty streaming company is. But stocks, I will... If people are interested, I'll do it. And I liked it, but, you know, we... Don't know if that many people are interested, so we'll see. If you want it, I'll do it. I'm happy to do it, and we'll find another format. We'll have a league table or something like that. Put a bit of fun behind it, which is what we want to do. That would be a good way of doing it. Or I did contemplate setting up a new channel for it, just to keep it away from the vaping side, but we shall see. But any old side up, I think, unless anyone else has got anything they want to ask. No, there's nothing there. Ah, bless. Thank you, Mark. What a lovely thing to say. Your show's quality. And 29 thumbs up now, so that's good. That's great. That'll do. Until next time, probably be a fortnight, not next week, week after, I would have thought. So until next time, thanks for watching. I will try and do a little review of this Orion, and I'd also like to do one of this as well, the Arcana. So if I get a chance, they'll be the next reviews, if I can, that I'll do for you. So until next time, thanks for watching. Take care, be peaceful, be kind, be everything. See you soon, guys. Mon ego.